Good morning. It is Friday, October 3rd. We're doing the quick start. We always do this on Fridays because we get out of the way because our dear friend, the one and only Mark King, will be joining us. Well, he's not joining us. He's going to be on the intertubes. Mark King does his Wealth Building 2.0, Welcome to the Cause. That is every Friday. And he does that at 8:30. So we move the quick start on Fridays to get out of his way because he's Mark, and why don't we get out of his way? It just makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me at least. So that being said, we will be checking out some other stuff that are on the calendar. I looked right away, and I knew that we had an issue because we do have a misprint here because today's the day. Today's the day. We are 90 days out from January 1st. It does say November 1st on the news, which is not the case. We're 90 days out from January 1st. October 3rd is the day. I always say October 1st is January results, but actually it's October 3rd. And today is the day. 90 days out from January 1st. Your activities over the next 90 days are going to give you results for 2026. For the most part, that's the window that we know usually historically from kitchen table to closing table. So our Q4 activities are Q1 results. If you want to feel better about it, you can call it Q5. Then it doesn't feel like you're into next year, but there's no Q5. It's okay. It's going to be okay. You can change the way you behave in your business anytime, right? Like the greatest, when people say that I changed my mind, perfect. That's what it's for. We're here to think differently. And hopefully we take that and we change the way we behave. If something is not going on, like if you don't have a closing table today and you'd be, well, I don't have a closing table today because Timmy, it's October 3rd. People don't close on the first Friday of the month. People close all the time. We listen to the stories, right? And this is a bold law. People grow into the conversations we create around them. So when you think about who you spend the most time with, I'll let you think about it. It's you. If we're telling ourselves, well, I don't need to have a closing on October 3rd. That's Friday, October. This is the start of the month. Why would I have a closing then? People have closings all the time. So you should be okay with closing at any time and not concerned with the fact that it's not the end of the month, but it's the beginning of the month. So my point in saying all this is if you're not thrilled with where your pipeline is right now, that's why we have all these things on the calendar. That's why we do all these things that we do. So if you want to, you can join us at 8:30. We're going to get out of the way in just a few minutes, 5 minutes from now. You should check out Mark King, Wealth Building 2.0, Welcome to the Cause. It's a great organization that he's built. He teaches around the country. Of course, former president of Keller Williams, still heavily involved. And this is a huge passion for him, if you've ever heard his story, which he shares in dribs and drabs as he teaches. He, when he was growing up, was convinced that he went camping with his mom a lot. What he didn't realize is they were just living in the car. And obviously, Mark King's life has changed drastically since then. A great comment that Gary made years ago was Gary didn't ask him to be the president of the company because he was wealthy. He asked him to be the president of the company because he watched his journey to building his wealth, which is really cool. So that's today and every Friday at 8:30, Wealth Building 2.0 with Mark King. Please join him for that. If you're not a member of the page, just go here. It'll be right here on FaceSpace. Punch in Wealth Building 2.0, punch in Mark King with a C, and you'll track him down. You can join that page, and then when he starts at 8:30, you'll get that push notification that he has begun teaching. At 9 o'clock, we got Fight Club. You can go into KWFightClub.com and do your lead generation. You can join us there for that. That's at KWFightClub.com. The link is in the morning news. We're doing working with your buyers today. So working with your buyers is happening today at 9 o'clock for Ignite. I will be running that conversation. God help us all. That's today at 9 o'clock for Ignite. You can go to KellerIgnite.com. The link for that is in the morning news, quite simply. And then, as we continue to move through, we have Natethology today at 11 o'clock, episode 6. And the reason we're doing all these episodes, we are celebrating the fact that the company turned 21 on July 1st. And we are celebrating the fact that our fearless leader, Nathan Dickey, turned 50 on August 6th. As spry as he is, and his lack of gray hair drives me crazy, but as spry as he is now 50. So we're celebrating Nathan's birthday and the 21st birthday of the company, and we're doing Natethology, having conversations with the people that have joined him over the years and been part of his journey, talking about his effect on their business and their life, so forth and so on. The Prince William, Troy Williams, will be in the building today. We'll do that at 11 o'clock. That'll be on Facebook Live. And if we're not right there at 11 o'clock or we start a little early, don't forget it's not network television. We're going to get ready. We're going to hit the play button, and you can hear all about Troy's history with Nathan, which could be a mini series, but I think we're just going to do about an hour. So Natethology, episode 6 with Troy Williams today at 11 o'clock on Facebook Live. At 1 o'clock, we do Midday Protocol. We talk about what we did or didn't do this morning. We talk about our results for the week, and we're also doing the tactics of shift. We're on tactic number 5, which is lead conversion, getting to the table. We'll do that today. When you jump into the Midday Protocol at timsoffice.com at 1 o'clock, we ask 3 lead indicators: conversations, appointments, contracts. We know if we're reporting on those and holding ourselves to account on what we did or didn't do, it's going to help us dial in. And we're going to hear from others, how they're doing well, what they're struggling with, what's happening in the market at the moment. It's an opportunity to make sure that you are setting yourself up to be on point, to fill that pipeline for now January 1st, which is 90 days out. And then, of course, on Fridays at 1:30, you go to kellertv.com. It is Back to Basics with our brokers, KWCLM Forums, Back to Basics every Friday at 1:30. You can go to kellertv.com for that. All of this is in the morning news. And we send this out every morning to make sure you know the services that are available to you, the classes, the learning opportunities, and the leverage that's baked into your relationship with the Market Center every day. If you can make it, great. If you can't make it, we understand. And that's why so many of these things are repeat offenders, and they happen every day. Gary wants the Market Center to behave in the way in which a team should say, okay, this is what we should be doing. And the number one thing we can do here at 463 to make sure that you understand, no matter what you're doing to build your business, it is the hard C, consistency, that is going to win the day. That's why our schedule is ever present. That's why our schedule, the same thing over and over again. Everything awesome that you do in your career is going to hide in the mundane. Boring mornings lead to exciting afternoons. I can promise you that. So whether you're going to jump in with Mark King or Ignite or Fight Club, if you're going to join us for Midday Protocol or spend some time with your brokers at 1:30, I promise you everything on our calendar is there on purpose. If we can help with anything, please let us know. It is 603-834-2856. You can always shoot me a text or give me a call, and you can book my face if we need to sit down and have a conversation about what your next right thing to do to help you build the schedule. You can do that at meetwithcoach.com. We'll see you in and around the Market Center and the internet. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care.